would you put a pool into your home knowing its effect on resale?
Yes, lifestyle-wise, if I wanted a pool, I would still put one in.
Yeah. But you're like, it's not adding any value.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We're the same. We would totally put a pool in an outdoor pool.
Yeah.
Outdoor pool. But yeah, it's like the price right now is around $80,000 starting entry point. Is your house going to be worth $80,000 more?
Absolutely not.
No. Absolutely not.
Probably going to be worth the same.
It'll be worth about the same as if you did versus didn't do the pool. In an ideal world, you buy a house with a pool if you want a pool and don't lose that money. But if you're in your forever home, which hopefully we are,
And you'll use it.
and you use it, then it's worth it, in my opinion. But yeah, you have to want it for yourself, not for any other reason.
Exactly.
If you're gonna do it. Indoor pool. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Well, especially here in Winnipeg, right? Like you're spending all of that money to use it for how many months of the year?
Yeah.
Unless you do the indoor pool thing, which I would never do, but that's just me. Yeah.
But, and you're right too, I should comment on that because I've had clients with gas heaters for their pool, but I've also had clients with the heat pumps for their pool. And the ones with the heat pumps, their season is very short.
Yeah.
They were using it, like they couldn't use it till June and it was usually getting closed down September early, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if you have a heater, you can extend that lifetime a little bit more. Maybe works out to like an extra month every year that you can use it, but it's
Still a short
probably
time
worth
frame.
it. Yeah.
But heat pumps, I think, are more what you see more common, right? Here or no?
I see both. Like I see a lot more gas heaters, but you're also a lot of the time getting an old gas heater too.
Yeah,
so,
true.
Like it looks like it's from the 80s. So, but I've seen both actually. I've seen
Solar runs, gas heater, heat pump seem to be the standards.
Yeah.
But if it were me putting it in, I would do a gas heater. I would just make sure I get
That extra
most
month.
out
Well,
of
it
it.
makes a difference,
Yeah.
right? If you want to use a pool, then you might as well use it as long as you can.
Yeah. Remember that? Well, I won't give away who the client was, but there was a pretty substantial listing we had. They had a pool and they every March would have a pool party and they would crank the heat up. So it was like, I think it was something like 90 degrees in the pool. And I remember asking them like, you must have had a
Did that
crazy
cost?
gas bill that year. And they're like, oh, it was a huge bill. The house was like, the house itself was like 4,000 or 5,000 square feet. So it was already pretty expensive to heat the house. And then they were doing this. But they loved it. It was like everybody looked forward to that pool party and they could get it warm enough even at that time of year. So yeah, it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Indoor pool though, never?
I would never.
I personally would not.
I would never add one.
I would
on.
never add one.
If the right house came up and we were looking at it, I would not be opposed to an indoor pool.
I wouldn't either.
I would be. I think it would be
I
a deal
wouldn't.
breaker for me, but it'd be a
The
personal
ideal
deal.
house wouldn't come up with an indoor pool for me, you know?
That doesn't exist. Yeah.
I feel like it would take me back to, at least in Kenora, the Travelodge days of pool parties. I'd be like, we're hosting all the birthday parties at home in our indoor pool.
And you can use it year round, right?
Never stop.
Yeah, I just, like, I feel like people would use it, but maybe not. Like,
Again, lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it's always been like grandparents of people we knew that had indoor pools.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I think it's phasing out a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's as desirable of a thing.
no.
Yeah.
There's a certain era in which
yeah,
that
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm not opposed to it. I like the idea. But
Indoor hot tub ever?
no.
Never.
No.
Never.
No, I don't think I would do that.
I've been in
Especially here, I feel like in winter, it's awesome to use a hot tub.
To go outside,
in
have
winter,
a little-
right? Like,
Yeah.
or in the cooler months.
I've been in too many houses too where you walk in and the chlorine hits you in the face.
yeah, like a brick wall.
Yeah. And like we were talking about a house we saw that did have an indoor pool, but it was like a separate system from the house where it was like its own heating, its own everything.
yeah.
And that was okay, but if you were smelling chlorine every time you came in the house, I don't know if I could stomach that all the time.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I hate the smell of chlorine.
So what you're saying is you'll come swim in our indoor pool when we buy a house with an indoor pool.
I will come. Yeah.
Next team party.
That would be fun. It's just not at my house.
Yeah, it's fun if it's in your house. Yeah.
Fun at someone else's place.
Yeah. I think that can be said too for pools. Like it's a lot of maintenance.
Exactly.
Like clients paying somebody to maintain it, it's around $3,000 a year if they're doing all the maintenance and chemicals, right? So
Well, and even heating it. Like, we have a friend that has a very small in-ground pool. Like, it can't be bigger than 20 by, like, very small. And yeah, like in the summer, like he's just like, I love the pool and I'm gonna pay, you know, an extra $500, $600 a month to heat this pool.
And, like if you use it, then good on you, right?
And that's a very small pool, so like,
it can be. Yeah. And it depends too. Like some people are really, well, it's time versus money equation too.
Yeah.
Like some people are very proactive with their solar blankets on the pool every night and saving that money, but it has to be worth it too to want to do
Absolutely.
that, to save that money. So yeah, for sure.